Right there.
No ASMR today.
Right there.
No ASMR today.
Right there. Okay. Yeah. Just put this.
Flip this switch up. Get up.
Ooh, I caught that. Oh, fuck, it got stuck.
Nice.
No. It's not nice.
Technical. The fuck did I just say? I meant to say technical difficulties. What? I don't know. I said something.
Okay. Dude, that's perfect. Like that. Wow, you can see my mouth this time. You can see my Skrillex looking hair. Yeah, I went emo, guys. I'm in love with the emo. Okay. Actually, let me make this bigger. Why am I just making this? There we go. See, like now we can see.
You forgot the background.
What background? No, we're not gonna turn. The TV's pointless.
That's fine.
We'll buy something. We'll get one of those green screen things.
Buy green screen. Right?
Yeah, for now, and then we'll just make the background the same thing that's here. On the green screen, we'll just have the same thing still.
Same thing that it's already at.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Alright, tradition, episode 2, shenanigans, random stuff, of course. Jesus.
I don't know why he starts shows like this, but
can you mic check? I want to
mic check. But I have to when I'm talking like a regular voice.
Yeah, if you were talking.
I mean, you could put it higher if you want. No,
it's perfect if it's hitting green as long as it doesn't red line. Yeah, as long as you don't hit
red
red
line. See.
Red line. Yeah, because the only. Damn, I'm sorry, people. I probably blew your ears out. Just trying to test it. Okay, tradition, ASMR.
You got it.
No, I did it last time. So Martin's gonna bust the ASMR.
All right, for y'all freaks out there.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's some good stuff.
Right here, sir.
2 shots of vodka.
I know you guys probably could hear a lot of wind noise. We're kind of just running the fans right now because in California, it is burning hot right now. It's like 105. So we'll turn off the fans once we get started. But right now, it's kind of like it's hot. So if you see us sweating during this episode, we're okay. We're not dying.
I'm not red, but I mean, it's hot. So you pour the other stuff. Because we can't say brand. Crispy.
Nice.
Look.
Yo, sign us a brand deal, Coke. We're not using a different brand. We swear. We like Coke more than the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that off-brand one? So
the one for the dollar store?
Yeah.
Cola? It's like cola.
Nah, this is something. I forgot the name of it. I know you. I'm trying to remember it. Was it like something cola? Yeah, it was something like cola. I forgot. It starts with the S.
Sprite. Yeah, this guy's like, oh yeah, we're talking about the off-brand, but like in all means, I'm talking about Sprite because I'm against Coke. I'm against Pepsi and stuff. Okay, I see.
Woody. All right, well, cheers to episode 2 of Everything and Anything.
I would have said it with you, but my brain's still flying.
Cheers, guys.
He almost grabbed my cup.
All right, thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright,
guys, give me 1 second. What's up, guys? AJ here.
Martin here.
This is Everything and Anything. So today we're going to be talking about how much people spend at a rave, or let's say like cost amount that we usually spend, sometimes we could cheap out and we can make it through, but there's some times where our budget's a little bit extraordinary, so we're able to go a little bit further and farther with our adventure. But let's just say this in first before we start, that going to festivals, you don't have to spend so much. It's just some people like to spend more to enhance their experience, but like being in GA and just doing that, it's perfectly fine. Like, we are not like advertising like, oh, you have to be a VIP 24/7, because GA, you will find some interesting characters. But we're just started off with Martin because I asked him if he would put together a little list of how much like estimate. We're not gonna go too deep in like the numbers wise, but Martin's gonna break it down for how much he usually goes to festivals for.
Well, I mean, it's not like a breakdown, kind of. It's because it varies through every festival. So it could be a couple hundred on one festival. It could be like less than 100 in another festival.
Of course.
So it just varies. So like for Beyond, for example, this year I kind of want to put around that I put not that much. I actually put less than 200 if anything.
Less than 200.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, we did have you came over before, like for the pre-party on Friday or like pre-gaming. So like we already had drinks. We had a lot of drinks, and then when we got there, I mean, we didn't really spend that much on drinks either. Well, I mean, I didn't. Probably bought like one or two, but I didn't really spend that much.
Is this charge including your ticket, or you're just talking about like expenses in
I'm talking about expenses in general. If you're talking if you're talking about including,
talking about like with ticket and everything.
If you're talking about with ticket and everything, that's about like $400 or $500 that I spent. So like that's kind of like the total amount, because the ticket itself was like $200, like $30-$40.
Yeah, that's actually not too bad. That's an average. Sorry guys if there's a little white noise. There's actually a fan going off because we are in California, and right now it is 105 degrees.
Dude, Mother Nature is on her period today or something.
Oh my gosh, I was at work and it was burning
for like the past yesterday, today, and I think this whole weekend she's gonna be on.
If you live in California, you understand that it gets freezing cold, like 50-40 degrees in the morning, and all of a sudden it spikes up to 105 all of a sudden. It's pretty crazy to think that like that's how hot it's getting now.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost that time of the summer, so
yeah.
Summer's around the corner, so.
But getting back to the whole thing, so spending $400, is that your average, or is that like your lowest of all the things that you actually pay for?
Well, since I only did VIP this year, that's kind of why it was around $400-ish dollars. But like I usually just do regular GA. So if it's just regular GA, it's kind of like minimum about like 200 if anything. Or like even tops is like 300 that I would spend like in total for like a regular GA. Well, that's because it's like, GA is a little more expensive, little less expensive than VIP. So from my point of view, like for me, like what I end up spending, if I'm calculating it right, it's not that much that I end up spending, but let's average about $300 to $400.
Dude, that's not bad, because like recently, did you see that Project Z went on sale?
Yeah.
Project Z is probably the most budget dubstep / hardstyle festival. Would you like to call it festival? It's still a festival, right?
Yeah, it's a festival because they added like 5 stages this year. But then again, you can't forget it's not just dubstep and hardstyle. They're adding a bit of drum and bass in there. Some of the drum and bass artists are actually in there in that lineup.
Oh yeah. I forgot. There's 3 stages. Because every time I see it, it's always Bass Con and Bass Rush. So like you don't really notice like that's gonna be a drum and bass there. Yeah. It's pretty crazy because when I went in 2017,
when we went,
it was
that was a memory.
2017 was pretty crazy because like during 2017, I literally just got back from the Philippines, and I was like, oh dude, like I gotta get to the festival, and they were like, oh, July 4th you're gonna be flying back, and I was like, okay, deal. I'm gonna be flying back. I made sure to get my ticket ahead of time.
Yeah.
But before that, I actually didn't think I was gonna make it on time. I thought that I was gonna be like, oh yeah, you're gonna go back home from the Philippines to America in July 5th, which is the day it was going.
Yeah.
And it was pretty crazy. When I got off the plane, the first thing I did was unpack. packed a bag really quick, and then dipped right to San Bernardino. And then I met with Martin there, my girl, and our 2 friends that were there. It was pretty crazy, but Project Z is probably like the most budget festival you could go to, because last year it was only $50.
Yeah, for the single day.
For the single day, it's $50.
Honestly, I think last year, and I was talking with my girl, last year's Project Z was kind of not that. For the bass con, don't get me wrong, for the bass con stage, it was good. Bass, music, everything. Uh-oh.
Mama, we're filming. We're filming.
Intermediate.
What?
Sorry about that.
I'm not gonna buy food. I'm going out somewhere.
Yeah, this is a podcast on the budget.
Damn. Okay, where did we left off? Damn. Oh. I'm gonna put right there.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah, we'll edit that out.
So if you see a cut, you know why.
Where do we leave off, Martin?
So
we leave off.
Yeah, so like I was saying, last year's Project Z was pretty much, me and my girl were talking about it, and we were like, oh, this year's, BassCon stage was good. The music was good, DJs were good. BassCon stage was going off. And I'm not a hardstyle person myself, but my girl is. But like, I'm starting to get into it. I'm starting to get into hardstyle, and I was like, okay, BassCon stage had a good, good setup, good music, good sound system. Meridol played that last year.
He played again. Okay, we're gonna get into a story after.
So Meridol played last year for Project Z, and he was at the bass rush stage, but he played a good set. The only bad thing about that was that the bass rush stage last year didn't have good sound system.
What do you mean?
It didn't.
What do you mean? They didn't have the KP or the the
like
KP
I don't know what went wrong. You could tell that they had a bunch of speakers on that stage, but like it only sounded like the speakers in the front were working, not in the back. So literally, you had to go to the front to be able to feel and hear the music. Unlike the BassCon stage,
I just burped on the microphone.
Unlike the BassCon stage, you could literally like from front to back, you could feel like the music, you vibe, you could hear it. As for the bass rush stage, unfortunately, last year wasn't their best year from my point of view, because a lot of good DJs played. Don't get me wrong, but the sound system was just not it last year for me. But I mean, like the first year that we went, when we had that little
was that the first ever Project Z, or were there Project Z's before that?
There were Project Z's before, but they were less art. So it was like, how there was Wasteland this year?
Yeah.
Or how they have Wasteland every year?
Yeah.
So pretty much it was kind of like that. It started at 5 and it ended at 2. So it was a small event. It wasn't something big. But I was like, I don't know when that started, but it's been out for a while, but it was always like a July thing.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, because so 29, okay, around that festival, how much did you pay going last year? Because that was still in the midst of, that whole situation. How much did you pay to go to Project Z?
For last year?
Yeah, last year.
For last year, probably around, I got it, in July when they went on sale or something? Because Project Z was kind of late. It wasn't in July, or I might be mistaken. I don't remember when it was, but last year's Project Z wasn't that expensive as I think the first one. I think it was cheaper this year, but I'm not too sure, because I know Project Z this year was like, you said the tickets were $50, right?
Yeah, they were like pretty cheap, because I remember seeing it go for sale, but like since the whole situation was still going down, I was like, I'm not gonna go. I think that's why it was $50, because of that whole situation. But like I checked the price. The price is like $65, so it's like $15 over. So like that's the thing about Project Z. It's always gonna be like that low price. You still get to experience 3 different genres, and that's why a lot of people go to it. But some people are looking for certain genres. But that's a great place. Like if you want to hear, like we have events over here in like Hollywood Palladium, and we have like great places around here to like see single stage artists. But when Project Z comes around, it's probably like one of the most diverse like genres into like hardstyle, dubstep, into drum and bass, because like there's not a lot of drum and bass events here There's barely hardstyle events. Like there's probably Wasteland once in a while at Palladium. Bass Rush, we always have single artists playing at Palladium, or tonight we're actually gonna go see Merida, and he's gonna be at the OC Observatory, which is actually the first time that I'm seeing an EDM artist play there.
Really?
How many have you seen artists play there already?
I've been there twice before. I went there for who was it? It was for, I think it was for Getter, and then it was for 12th Planet.
Yeah, because the only reason I know about the observatory is because that's where all around 2014, 2015, that's when me and Kim were like still into rap and like that stuff. Post Malone, Playboi Carti, and those artists were at the observatory. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason we know it, because we knew it from rap artists being there. And when the rap artists were there around like 2015, 2014, it was only like $20, 15 bucks, which is pretty crazy.
I think when I saw, I think it was Getter. I'm not sure if I'm confusing it with Getter or with Eptic. I'm not sure who was it that I saw, but I for sure saw 12th Planet there, and we're gonna see Meridal today. But I remember for either Eptic or Getter, I believe the tickets were like $15 back then. I think for 12th Planet I paid like 18 plus the fees, and then I don't know about you, I think I paid like $30 for Meridal.
I paid $40 because I waited for a later tier.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I bought my ticket probably like 2 weeks before. The tickets went on like, the thing about tickets is that they go on sale pretty fast, and a lot of people are going to be contemplating back and forth about like if they're going to go or not. And like for us, we didn't decide to go until after Beyond, because
Well, you decided to go after, because I was
going.
Yeah.
So he was already going to Merida, and I was like, "Oh, are you still going to Merida?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, let's buy the tickets, blah blah blah." And thankfully, we bought them right after Beyond, because it actually sold out, which is crazy. Because I know we're talking about expenses and everything, but we're kind of lingering into the space of our favorite artists, and how much it costs to see your favorite artists. So we'll talk more about how much it costs to see your favorite artists. For Merida, it costed $40, since I was a little bit later, and for Martin $30. And we'll probably, let's just say we have to pay for parking, we have to pay for drinks. So in total, to go out on a Friday night, what's today? Today's like
the 8th.
Today is April 8th, and we're going to be going out, and I paid $40, he paid $30. Parking's probably going to be like $20, so we'll probably probably split it 10-10, so that brings me to 50-40. And let's say drinks, I'll probably buy I usually just buy 3, because or
and then if we're gonna pre-drink, I don't know if we're gonna pre-drink.
Yeah, so if we pre-drink, let's say that's another like $20. So we'll probably we usually split things now and then. Let's say we're at 60, he's at $50. And then drinks inside. Drinks inside are so expensive.
Hold on, this is off topic, and I don't know if anybody else notices. It's not off topic, but okay. Have you ever been when you go to an event and you're not that like messed up? Have you ever noticed that when you start with your first drink, it's like $8, 10, $15, but then later on in the night, like it gets more expensive than what you originally paid?
I never actually noticed that prices go down.
No, up.
Oh, sorry. Go up? I haven't noticed that. Is that a real thing? Because a lot of people tell me that, because I'm pretty sure as you're getting messed up through the night, you don't think about how the prices change. Because like for me, like I have a set budget. Like I'm like, okay, I'll buy 3 drinks, like no matter what the cost is, and that's gonna be like my limit. That's it. Because like at a certain point, I just think like, okay, I'm not gonna walk outside and be like, oh, I'm gonna go get a drink from like some store and then walk in. Like that's the thing. If you're trying to go to your favorite festival or your favorite concert in in like an what is it called? Like concert hall. We'll just if you're trying to go into your favorite concert hall, just know you cannot leave unless you're one of those people that are able to finesse your way into getting into that spot, like to be like, oh yeah, I just forgot something real quick, I gotta come back in. But the off chance that does not happen, you're not getting back in. Yeah. So drink the good amount. Don't get too messed up in your pre-game, please. We've seen too many people not even make it to the main artist.
And they're
so
already
many
passed
times.
out on the floor.
Yes.
Or they're like passed out outside or something, like blacked out. I don't know. I've seen a lot, so.
Yeah, Martin is a true veteran, so he's seen a lot of things happen, and he's actually seen our friends get kicked out. He's seen me get kicked out, but we don't talk about that.
I don't even know. For my birthday, did we get kicked out?
No,
or I was just blacked out. I was just blacked out, huh?
Okay, remember when we went to the circle? Oh no, you didn't go with us. It was Matt and some other person, and basically, so we pre-gamed. Okay, I'm gonna break down the story. So we pre-gamed. It was me and Matt and some other person. That person that I was talking to gave us a drink called Screwball peanut butter Screwball. And I was like, oh dude, this drink is amazing. It literally tastes like peanut butter. Like there's like nothing phasing me. I'm gonna drink it all. I drank it all, got messed up. I lost at this time, it was like 2017. I lost my vape, and someone stole it, and I threw up. I threw up in front of a crowd of people, and everyone looked at me. And yeah, you don't want to be that person. Don't mess up on your pregame. You get messed up in the club and slowly progress, and then throw up somewhere else. But like, don't do it when it's only 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I thankfully haven't thrown up. I don't think I did for my birthday. I don't think I did for my birthday, did I?
He did, but it was at a different place. It was at a park. It was at the park.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, that's how blacked out I was. I don't remember if I threw up or not.
So for Martin's birthday, we went out with some friends. We went to this club in OC. We made him drink like almost like half the bottle.
I drank everything.
Yes.
I don't know. I just drank everything.
He drank everything and anything he could. And that kind of led up to a certain point of Martin having a great night, but at the same time, at the end of the night, it wasn't a great night. But he still fought through it. He yacked once, but like there's some people that are able to recover from it very well. Mm-hmm. Some people after they yak, they kind of done and they get like tired and stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember like if I did or not. He says I did, but I don't remember if I did or didn't. So that's how I blacked out for that.
I was the only person. I was watching him, and he was sitting in the car. I was the DD technically because I was driving a van, and we didn't want Martin to get hurt.
I know it was a good night because just like you lost your vape, I lost my goggles that same night. Yeah,
Martin lost his expensive goggles, and this was 2019. 2019, Martin lost his goggles, and every time we hung out, we always talked about it. We were like, where's my goggles? And if you don't know what goggles he's talking about, search up on Google LED goggles. It's basically goggles with little LED rings around it. Mm-hmm. It's pretty trippy. Like when we used to take it to festivals, people would trip out, and I think it's not a mainstream thing just because the price.
Yeah,
like Martin did pay a pretty penny for it, but the way that he gained attention from it was pretty great because like Martin probably gained like so many followers just from those goggles. Just people knowing about those goggles.
I mean, right now, like I bought them again.
Yeah, he bought them again. We went to Rave Wonderland and he just was like, I got them.
I gotta get them, might as well. But they weren't as expensive as they were before.
How much were they?
I think back then I paid like. It's not. I mean, I guess they're expensive. They're like $120 back then, and then this time that I bought them, they're like $60.
They were $60?
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, I'm not kidding. They were cheap.
Why didn't I would have got a pair? Okay, look, since we're getting in the topic of how much you pay for certain things. How much do you usually pay when you are buying Rave attire?
Okay, so I didn't buy Rave attire like back then. So like all I would do would be like, okay, don't get me okay. I guess if you want to consider like jerseys, merch and stuff, okay, that's an expense right there.
Of course.
But like Wave attire, I didn't start getting into it until
Wave attire.
Rave attire. I didn't start getting into my girl I kind of got it from my girl. She's a model, so she has, you know, Freedom Wave wear. She's sponsored by Freedom Wave wear, so she's like models their stuff and all that. So I kind of got it from her where she was like, oh, we're going to match or this and that. So I kind of got the flow of matching with her at events or kind of trying to get it fit for an event. She told me about the website, and I know you know it, Shane.
Of course.
So Shane has pretty good stuff for the low, like tech wear and all that.
Shane, give us a sponsorship, please.
Yeah, please. I wear your stuff.
Come on. Sheen, we wear our stuff. Like, I wear your guys' shirt. I'm wearing your shorts right now. Look at the butterfly shorts. These were like only $10, and I still wear them to this day. $10. But yeah, Sheen.
Yeah, nah, Sheen. I usually got my stuff from Sheen. Cause don't get me wrong, like, Freedom Wave wear, Rave Wonderland. There's a new one like coming out called the Rave Box. I know there's a new store in San Bernardino, called the Rave Shop.
I've seen them on TikTok.
So it's the Rave Shop. I think that they're coming up in San Bernardino, and then I know the Rave Box. I know some of them from like the underground scene. I know them, but most of them are limited to what men could wear. I know that Rave Wonderland and Freedom Wave are the ones that have like the most men rave wear attire that I know, but I usually just get my stuff from Sheen. So Sheen has a lot of options.
For like, so since we got off the topic, like, how much do you usually spend now that you buy attire? Like, let's say, did you pay for both of your outfits for day 1 and day 2 for Beyond?
For day 1 I did. We matched with the purple shirts.
Yes.
Purple shirts from Rave Wonderland I think were like 35.
Yeah. Let's 20, say like 31 around there. Ish.
That's sure. I mean, I just wear the same shorts that I usually wear. Those were like I got them from Hollister, so they're like $30. But they're comfortable, so I'd choose those. The second day I wore my Slander jersey, and my girl got me matching shirt with her, but I don't know how much she paid for it. But we were matching. I had it under the jersey, so I don't know how much. I kind of didn't spend on the second jersey. Thanks, babe. So she kind of helped me out with that. But like, if I'm talking about expenses right now, I am kind of spending about, I want to say, $60 to $100 for EDC.
That is actually not bad because let's say, like, how many pieces are in that attire that you're paying $100 to $50?
So right now, because I have these shorts that are faded, but they came like that. But my girl says that that they're faded because I use them a lot, but they're not. They come like that. But I do need a pair of new shorts.
Just get some black color.
I am gonna get some. That's part of the 100.
You're gonna fade it? You're just gonna recolor it?
I mean, I'm gonna wear them black how they are.
Oh, okay.
But later on, I mean, they'll probably fade by themselves. But so I have it's like a see-through tank top. It's on black reflector shorts, and it's like a reflective like tie-dye shirt. And for the total for that, I paid like $35 plus shipping, which is like, I want to say like $5. So it was probably about $40 to $45 that I paid for that. And then those are like for two days. I still gotta get the shorts, which are like $30. So that's kind of, $70 right there. And then I don't have a third outfit. I'm probably just gonna end up wearing like the shorts and probably, like I said, a jersey, unless I could find something that matches with my girl's third outfit. Excuse me. But if not, then I'll probably just end up wearing like whatever jerseys I have at home. But since we're camping, I mean, there's a lot of other things that have to get involved into camping.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of attires and trying to figure out.
Well, I mean, majority of
I have a question. So when you camp, where do you shower? Is there a shower?
They have portable showers.
Are they any good?
So you know how we did VIP this year for Beyond? So you know how the VIP bathrooms were like a little RV form? So they have similar showers like that in an RV, but they're like cubbies. They're all covered though. They have like a little shield, so you can't see anybody next to you.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to see you.
Yikes.
No, that's pretty cool because I was always thinking about it. Like I was like, okay, if people do camp, like, are they taking a shower in the EDC pool and stuff?
Well,
have you've seen people
that people that do. I'm pretty sure there's some people that do that.
That is crazy.
So I did nocturnal camp for the first time last year.
Nocturnal is not at Glen Helen anymore.
Well, I mean, it is.
It is still?
Yeah, they're still doing it this year.
No, because I remember in 2019 they announced that they weren't going to do it there no more. That's why they were like, oh, we're going to do it at the Nas now.
Well, they did it last year. And then they're doing it again
Insomniac,
this year. So.
You are naughty for not letting me know about that.
Naughty. No. So they're having it at Glen Helen this year. I was about to say my job.
No.
I was about
go visit Martin at his job at
at Glen Helen. So they're having it at Glen Helen, but back to the story. So I did camp for nocturnal, and we did it for the first time. So it was a good experience. We just didn't know about the showers. So there's 2 showers depending on the section for nocturnal there was 2 showers depending on the place where you were camping, because they had sections. Where we were at, there was 2 showers, and I think one of them was open from morning to night, and then the one that was on the hill on the top, it was only open in the morning from like 8 to 12 or something like that.
Dang, I did not know that there were places. Wait, oh yeah, I did not know that there were places to take showers at these camps. I was thinking like, oh, we just wilderness it out, just use the dirt and the leaves to wash out all the germs.
I was actually surprised that they have portable, like, it. I know it's gonna sound weird, but it's out trailer showers. So it's like a trailer, but it has individual cubbies where you can shower.
The only way to feel Hollywood without actually paying for Hollywood.
So for Camp EDC, how I was looking at it, my girl and my 2 other friends, we got we were gonna camp. We're camping, but pretty much where we got it, there's a new lot that they made, which is called the Turquoise Lot, and that Turquoise Lot is a quiet camp. Like, you can't make, like, they're restricting noise after like the event or during the day or whatever. So all the noise is like at the main camp.
And then Slender Man comes out and gets you.
So I mean, it's more of a, like, if you actually want to like rest or enjoy your stay at the camp and not have to
that's pretty cool, because because like I'm thinking like, oh yeah, EDC, we're running 24 hours, there's sound, but the thing about nocturnal, it's like you get that camping experience connected with music festival. It's like, and it sounds so peaceful. I've never been, but it sounds really peaceful. I feel like after the event, being to go into your tent and be comfortable, be able to hear nature, be out in nature, it's kind of like a different atmosphere than being like, oh, I just went to an event and then you go home and you lay in your bed. It's kind of you're still in the experience, which I would like to applaud Pasquale for doing that, because that is a whole experience in itself.
And I mean, for the whole EDC camp thing, like the whole turquoise thing, it's like, it's cool. What is cool about our section, or the section for the turquoise, whoever had turquoise, pretty much you get your own like bathrooms, your own showers, your own like general store and all that stuff. So like, you don't have to walk or bike to like the main camp area to go to the restroom or go to the showers. Like, you have your own. We have our own like restrooms and stuff. So that's a good thing. So there's like, there's sections, but I know we jumped out of topic, but pretty much back to the topic about spending.
Yes.
Pretty much spending for the whole outfits and everything. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be probably like about $100, because everything else I'm taking from home, which either goes to like shorts to wear around, shorts to wear to the pool, or just like common stuff that I already have.
Yeah.
But like actual fits, like for the event, it's probably just gonna be like $100.
Yeah, and take from this, we're not like pushing people to be like, oh yeah, we're not trying to like flaunt money at all. We're just trying to break down the expenses. Certain people already can create these outfits without having to spend for it. There's certain people that it's like their first time at a rave, or it's like, they never really like explored the dress culture of like raving, and they want to go out and further with it. And we're trying to break down that you don't have to pay so much, but this is kind of what we're paying at this moment.
The funny thing about like spending and everything, it's funny because, well, it's not funny, but like how other people like question it, like, how do you have so much money to like spend on these tickets, go to festivals, go buy fits, and
we get that question
and
a lot.
And like, how do you make it work where you can, you know, do your normal life stuff, like anything like, you know, bills and rent and like any common day stuff that you need. And it's like, I mean, it just doesn't depend on the job, because every job can probably help you out to, you know, do what you want to do, which is go festivals or, you know, anything that you want to do.
I meet people that actually don't have a job, not saying like in a bad way. I'm saying like they're not in a job right now because they're more focusing on school, and they save up every single penny to be able to go to a festival, and they're just buying the ticket. And, you know, they make connection with their friends that are going, and then, you know, there's a lot of ways to be a raver and not spend high top dollar, because me and Marin used to be like that. Like when I was first getting raving, I didn't have like that moolah. I was okay, every time I would see him, I would be like, oh dude, do you have like a job? And then I worked with him for a bit, and then at my other jobs, you know, I would just save up a little bit of money, and like tickets weren't that pricey in 2019. They weren't too pricey. Like I was able to save like a couple bucks and then be able to be like, yeah, let's get GA. And then we would all come together and be like, okay, we're gonna get a hotel, or we would stay at a friend's house. Like there's so many ways to get around being a raver and not paying high price dollar. Like for me and Marin, when we went to Beyond for the first time, I didn't even think I was going to be able to afford it, but like I was able to save up a little bit, and Pasquale actually does a great thing. I don't suggest do it every time, because, you know, it's just kind of just like that thing you do if you need to save a little extra coin, but there is the deposit. Deposit that you can do, and it will save your butt, because like, let's say the event's like 3-6 months out, you deposit now, you'll probably pay for that ticket before you even, you know, the day comes, because some people will be like, yeah, I'll just save up my money and then I'll buy the ticket literally a week before, and then they'll sell out. And then
there's like resale options, like people be reselling it for like way more than the actual face value. And it's just, you know, they do have payment options. I know Pascal's like Insomniac's event, like they have the payment options. I'm not sure about other events because I haven't really bought anything else besides like Insomniac related events. But I know majority of the events that we've done are like they have the whole like payment plans.
So being able to do a deposit and pay for your ticket ahead of time is amazing, because you can, like, let's say you have extra money, you can pay it off right there and then. If you don't have that much money, then you could just go with the payment plan. And then after that, you know, the hotel expenses and everything, you have to be very creative with that part, because hotels, they know that festivals are going to be around their location, so they're going to be pretty pricey. Usually what I do is, like, if you're able to, try to find a hotel that's probably like 5-mile radius away from it. It's going to be a bit of a travel, but you're going to save a lot of money, because the hotel that we got for Beyond, we probably paid like only like $200 in 2019. $200.
And that was like it wasn't the best hotel ever.
Was like, we're saying,
but that hot tub came in clutch.
Okay, so like there was a hot tub in our bedroom, but the place wasn't the best. It was like that last minute, like, okay, I just need a rest type of thing. And it doesn't matter how it is. You kind of just need to get in a bed, and
we didn't think about that, but we were just like, okay, we need a place to stay. So that was just kind of what came into mind. Is like, okay, as long as we have somewhere to come back and just be like, all right, we're just sleeping, we're not doing anything else, you know? That's kind of the mentality we had when he got the place.
But now it's more like, hey, there better not be like roaches up in this place. But think about it, like that place added so much to my experience of Beyond, because like that hot tub and the room that we had, the location it was in, it's just, you got to think about it, like when you're budgeting in a sense, there's gonna be an experience to it. You know, sometimes when you pay for a high class hotel, like it's you already know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a high class hotel where you can sleep, take a shower, and everything. This place is a kind of down there, but you could sleep there. But you better watch out because a boogeyman was in the corner or something. But in all sense, it added to the experience, which was crazy.
Yeah, and then it was like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, do you want to have, you know, a place to sleep and have money to be able to, you know, afford food, drinks, or your expenses for the festival, or, you know, be at a high-end hotel that you had to pay a lot and most of your money went to the hotel instead of you having money for your expenses? Like, it's something you have to kind of balance out.
Martin, how much have you seen a hotel go for near the NOS Center? What is the highest price you've seen? Like, let's say like 4 or 5 star hotel. How much have you seen them go to?
I'm not sure because I haven't really done a high end hotel. I know you did.
Yeah,
but I know the most expensive one I did was Motel 6. And that was like about, I think, $700 to $800.
$800.
But that was like split between 4 people, so it wasn't that bad. But I mean, then again, that's how much it was because that's okay. If you know the NOS, the NOS Center was right there, and then on the 10, there's
the freeway, right?
The freeway,
it's
and then
like probably like 10 minutes away.
Yeah. So that's where we ended up getting it. That's why I think it was that specific hotel was that expensive because of how near it was to the event.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna say an outlandish number, but like I was gonna say like $500, but
that's because it was just you and.
Yeah. So
well, I don't know how many people were used to, but just
no, it was just me and Kim. But like that brings up another point: is if you can have some friends share a hotel with you, and you guys can chip in all together, that's another way to save money because these hotels are expensive. Like
they're really expensive.
Like we love to get our really 5-star hotels with the breakfast and bed and stuff, you know, but like. You got to think about it. Like, if you can split the cost with some friends, you know, share some breakfast with them as well, you know, it just makes for a better experience. Yeah, that's literally, you got to think about it. You're spending your money not because you're like, you feel like you're wasting it. You got to remember everything that you purchase on this adventure is part of the experience. Buying drinks for the experience, buying, you know, merch that you're going to hold with you forever is part of the experience, you know. Getting Jack in the Box at freaking 3 a.m. is part of the experience. Yeah. So use your money wisely when you go to raves. And please, please, please do not store your money in the most unsafest place. We're talking about your camel bags, like very at the top. We're talking about your camel bags that have the little pockets right there. We don't want you to get your money stolen because...
Or anything stolen.
Yeah, there's already things that get stolen on the jump. Yeah. GA, I've seen on like Rave Exchange that a lot of people are reporting that their phones were getting stolen, and that was through the GA location. I don't know about VIP. I don't know if they get that far, but if they do, make sure to keep your stuff protected.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, everybody, I'm not saying everybody, but I mean, it's been getting pretty worse where, you know, people are getting too comfortable with stealing phones and everything. So
yeah, I've seen some videos of people that literally just walk up, snatch it, and run away.
Yeah, and I've been a subject to that when I got my phone stolen. I think 2 years ago. So it's not a good feeling because if you're like me, where you had like your ID and everything like that, and your debit card and everything with the phone, I mean, kind of lose everything. So
your phone is your everything.
Yeah.
So keep it protected. We suggest. The best place to store your phone ID is behind your water pack. So, like, at the very back of your water pack, you should shove it deep in there because, you know, thieves are not going to go all the way behind your water pack, and that's not a thing.
Yeah, and if you're not the type of person to want to carry, you know, a comeback or anything, I mean, they do make, you know, what do you call the?
Is this the one that holds the hydro flask?
Yeah, so this is the Lunchbox.
Oh,
so Lunchbox is one of those.
Hey, Lunchbox,
companies.
Sponsor us, please.
This is one of the companies that has those anti-theft, you know, bags, and this is one of them that I got, and you know, I used it for Beyond this year, and it wasn't that like in the way. It was pretty comfortable. I mean, there's just some things that need to get worked on, but other than that, it's a good bag.
Yeah.
But you know, you can wear this in like your chest or anything like that, so you can feel like where your stuff is at. Or you know, you can wear this and a bag if you don't mind wearing that. But then again, you know, try to wear something, or you know, try to put your stuff somewhere where you know where it's at and you can feel it, because you get stuck in the groove in the moment and you end up forgetting that you have.
And someone
stuff.
just goes like this, and your bag is wide open. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Their tactics are really crazy. Like, I can't explain the tactics because I don't want to give anybody types of ideas, but but
just be aware of your surroundings.
Yes, 100%.
You know, be aware of your stuff and make sure. I'm not saying, you know, I have the tendency of, you know, every now and then to, you know, go down my pocket, say, do I have my stuff still? Check my bag. Do I still have what I need? You know, what I have in there. Does anything look out of the ordinary? But just don't make it a habit of just going over your stuff, being like, okay, everything is still where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we did that multiple times. Like, usually when we get out of the spot that we're at, like, if we're just like, oh yeah, everyone do a bag check. We do a bag check. Everyone's zippers are closed and everything. Usually I keep my phone in my hand. I grip it like really hard because like I put it in my pocket, but most of the time when you're wearing like Rave shorts or just like any shorts in general, usually the pockets aren't that deep. And like
I like these faded ones that my girl doesn't like. They're tight, so I like these tight shorts because I feel my wallet or I feel my phone, and
they're holding his cojones together.
I feel everything. So like if you're touching or you're trying to feel, like I'll feel your hand, like trying to, you know, get my phone or something.
Yeah, we everyone gets that paranoia where it's like, oh, is there somebody behind me? But if your bag, you can possibly bring a lock or put a lock on it. We suggest locks 100% because locks will save you, because if they're gonna probably yank once, and then once they see that lock, you know, you could turn around. Yeah. And, you know, you take care of your
make sure you take care of your key too.
Yeah.
Don't lose your key.
Yeah, the keys. Oh my gosh, you don't know how many times we see keys. But we're getting very, very off topic.
One more thing before we continue with the topic. Don't be this guy. And make sure you remember to bring your ID.
Oh, okay.
So at the beginning of the festival, every festival is going to ask. Every event or any club or whatever, they're going to ask for an ID. Because most events are 18 and over.
Yes.
Some events are going to be 21 and over. But make sure you have your ID.
Yeah, because you don't want to be like us where we had to travel 20 minutes back and 20 minutes.
For that same beyond that we're talking about in 2019. We had to go back on day 2 because he forgot his ID.
I'm sorry, Timmy Trumpet. I really wanted to see you.
Oh, man. But it's like I said, it's always part of the experience.
Yeah, that experience, it wasn't part of the experience because everyone was mad at me. So I don't think. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, things happen. So.
Yeah, things happen. So everyone was pretty understanding. And around that time, we met some cool people from Arizona, Pal, and AV. No.
It wasn't AV?
RV.
Oh, RV. There you go. RV. And then
we butchered your names. We're so sorry.
We've met so many people that like I've met a lot of people that I'm just like, okay. I'm trying to remember where I met everybody from.
Yeah, because Marin is famous like that.
Oh, no, I'm not. If you look at his following, it's more than mine. So.
No. But getting back onto the topic.
He has 3 accounts.
No, I don't. Okay, so getting back on topic, think about it. How much, if you would give a hard estimate on how much you've spent on festivals the past 10 years that you've been raving, 10 years, right?
No, like 7.
7 years that you've been raving. If you could pull an estimate from your pocket, how much do you think you've spent on festivals with drinks, attire, gas, hotels? Just give like a rough estimate. It doesn't have to be on point because I know you ain't gonna calculate that fast anyway.
Hey man, I'm gonna give a rough estimate that I spend about, I want to say a minimum of 5,000 to a maximum of probably 8,000.
That's not bad. I thought it was gonna be more. I definitely.
Well, okay. When I started, sorry to interrupt. So when I started, it was just like, I have to do every festival, like it came out, or you would go, like I would go to Beyond, or like I said, Hard Summer. As soon as I heard about, you know, Escape, I unfortunately couldn't do Escape because my job didn't allow it. But then Countdown came and I was like, all right, I'm on it. And then I was like, okay, cool. I like countdown, like, you know, what's next? Beyond. Okay, cool. Beyond. So like when I was starting, I was just like, I had that, like, you know, like I have to do every festival.
Yeah.
But then like later on, I kind of just started like, you know, kind of be like, okay,
picking and choosing what you really want to see.
And then that's when I kind of met my girl, and she was like, oh, like there's out of state festivals, and she's kind of the one that introduced me to like out of state festivals. So I'm just like, there's more to, you know, festivals than just Insomniac. So there's more out of state festivals that you could enjoy, and the experience is different. And the reason I'm saying that my what spending that I have is like average or a little high is because of out of state festivals.
Oh yeah, because that travel, the plane tickets are not cheap. Well,
so
around
like
certain times.
Yeah, so like we always suggest, or how like my girl always suggests, it's always good to get tickets, like airplane tickets early, or bookings like for hotels or Airbnbs early, because the sooner you get to the festival or the event, like the closer the date, the more the expensive are the, you know, what you have to spend on a hotel, on an Airbnb rental, or even the plane tickets. Like, you fortunately we're gonna have to use Spirit.
Oh my gosh. And then you turn into a Spirit.
I'm not bashing Spirit, but I mean Spirit, if you heard about Spirit, I mean anyway.
Yeah, but
yeah,
going back to that about plane tickets, you want to know an interesting fact? Did you know tickets are cheaper if you fly on a Tuesday?
I heard about that, but I didn't know
it's true because my girl right now, she wanted to be a flight attendant, and she told me that flights on Tuesdays are cheaper.
Ricky, is that why you left early for Owlluxxsounds?
Oh my.
Huh. I got your ass.
No, I don't think it works around round ticket. It's like you have to leave on Tuesday.
That's why he Ricky,
he left on Tuesday?
Ricky landed on he landed Thursday, the same day as my girl and our friend Kyle, and for Owlluxxsounds, and then for me and my girl and Kyle left Monday, and he left Tuesday.
Yup, and that's why.
So I think he told me that
his
ticket was cheap, so I was just like, oh, okay. But it's because Ricky has a more flexible schedule.
Yeah, we don't have great schedules like that. But in all sense, do you feel the money that you have spent on festivals was worth it?
Honestly, like I said, yes. From my experience and what I've, seen and experienced, and all the events and DJs and people, and all the memories that I've made till today, I 100% don't regret any of the events that I've done. Like I said in the previous podcast, it's an experience. It's it's life changing, and it's something that once you do it, it's not something that you're gonna do for the rest of your life, but it's something that you enjoy.
Yeah. You're gonna add to your life card of experiences that you could tell people that you've done before. Of
course, and like I said, last podcast I did say, my last, my last ever festival or whatever is gonna be Tomorrowland, but like I'm not saying that once I'm like 23 or whatever, or like not when I'm already 20, I'm 24. Once I get like 40s or 50s, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna stop. Like no, like if I get to my 80s, 90s, and I'm just
that would be pretty cool. We would have to make a documentary about that. The 80-year-old raver.
Older people.
There's actually a DJ that's 100-something years old. No, like 90-something years old.
100.
She's in Japan. She's in Japan.
I never heard about this DJ.
Yeah.
Let me have what you're having.
Yeah. But yeah, that's great that like the money you spent, you don't really think about it. You more think about the experiences that you got out of it more than the money, because like money comes and goes. Like we can talk all day about like, how you should save money,
spend it, save it,
yeah, blah blah blah. But like we're talking about gaining experience from the hard-working money that you save and being able to do it for a budgetly form. Because a lot of people, there's some expensive experiences out there that is not going to leave you with a deep memory like how, some festivals can do. Like,
exactly.
Some experiences are like, you just sit there and you don't talk to anybody. And then after that, it's kind of like it's based on the people that you were with to grow that experience. But when you go to like festivals, you meet these characters or these people that have like this like heartfelt expression for EDM or the music, or for festivals, or people that dress like pretty crazy at festivals. You get to see you get to see things that you never are ever gonna see, and that's how we're gonna end it off today. So in the next episode, we're probably gonna talk more about raving, or we'll go into a different topic.
But we'll just talk about anything and everything.
Yeah. But Martin, from this whole like podcast, what is one thing that like you have, thinking about the cost and the experiences, what's one thing that you're gonna take from this to be like, oh yeah, no matter what I pay or blah blah blah, this is gonna be something that's gonna stick with me forever?
There's a lot of things that are probably gonna stick with me, and I'm probably, like I said, I'm not something that I'm gonna end pretty soon, but it is something that as you get older, you do have more of a, things that you have to kind of risk to go, and risk to not go. So there's some stuff that you're gonna have to risk, like be like, oh, I can't do this event because I have something more important in your life going on. So my advice, or my thing to anybody would be, just enjoy it as long as you can balance what you have going on in your life. Don't use festivals as like, oh, I don't want to see these certain people, I'm just gonna go to a festival. And it's not even that. It's just more of a, make sure that before you go to a festival, I know there's some people that are like, oh, I'm not gonna, it doesn't matter if I have no money in my account, I'm gonna go. Like, there are some people that are gonna be like that, but if you want to do it the smart way, make sure you have money to take care of yourself before going to a festival.
Yes, because you don't want to get screwed over where you go to a festival. Where you go to a festival, spend all your money on the ticket, and then you have nothing for water. You have nothing for food. Mm-hmm. You don't even have a place to stay. Some people like to do that, but remember, there's a risk and reward to these things.
Yep. But, there's nothing to lose if you're doing it responsibly.
Yes, 100%.
But we recommend, if you're still in that phase of you want to do it or you don't want to do it, go for it. Make that shot. Try it out. See if you like it. But make sure you have yourself taken care of first before making that step.
Yes. And that's how we're going to end it off. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment down below. If you want us to talk about specific things, your favorite artists, or certain genres that really get you that tick and dancing move, or some music that you really like.
Questions in general that you either have for me or AJ, we'll try our best to answer it at our knowledge.
Oh, we got to do the outtake again. Hold on. We're literally filming.
Hi, Mom. I didn't know. She's famous, guys.
We're gonna finish this first. So
this is what happens when you live in a famous person's house. Everybody wants to jump in.
Yeah, everyone wants to be part of the videos. But like we said, we hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have anything to like any questions, or you have something that you want to say in the comment section, or you just want to show some peace, love, unity, and respect in the comments, drop it down below. Leave a like. Let us know what you want to see next episode, or
what you want to hear about. Crazy stories, and please subscribe, share.
Yes, please share this with your friends, because we love to talk about the rave community. And if this does grow into something bigger, we would love to bring people on here. But right now, it's just going to be more experiences from me and Martin. Mm-hmm. But we hope you enjoyed the episode. My name's AJ.
My name is Martin.
And this is the Everything and Anything podcast. Peace out, guys. That's a wrap.